What's up, everybody? If you were on the stream either yesterday or the stream before, then you know we're never placing Tyus Jones in the ladder again. Other than that, we hope you guys are having a great day. Austin, how you doing, man?
My man, I'm excited for today. I got 7 props out, which if you followed me, that's very rare to have 7 on my page. So I'm feeling good with that. I like a lot of the looks on these spots and have a ton of really good CLV early. So I'm super excited about that. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. It feels like the entire day has been 100 miles an hour because it's like even like that Buddy Hield when we posted it 30 minutes ago, and even that was like, oh, we got to get this up before the line moves. Like it just feels like that's how the entire day has been. But man, it's always a good day to gamble, so you can never really complain.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the trolls saying day one again. I'd like to see you guys try this challenge. Anyone that's bitching, there's a reason everyone has to keep restarting it. It's pretty hard to do at plus 200 odds. So
yeah, I mean, we're only supposed to hit 1 out of every 3 of these. I'd like to go back and see the hit rate overall because I'm fairly certain it's higher than 1 out of 3. So if you've been tailing everyone at 1 unit, you're up money. And even if we lost every one since that last day 6 run, we'd still be up because we went up 600 that time. So all you need, that's the name of the game with the ladder challenge. You just need one big run, especially with this one. You don't even need to go the entire 7 days like that 10K ladder challenge. You just need to go to day like 4 or 5, and that pays for probably a month's worth. So let's get this thing going.
Let's do it, my man.
All right. I will hit up my list first. So first off, Luka Doncic over 34.5 points.
See you too, by the way. We see you and I.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
Let me get that up. We got the chat bumping today more than yesterday. That's usually a good sign. I think that was the issue yesterday. I think there wasn't enough energy in the chat, and it gave us a bad juju to the ladder. But I think now that we got some activity going on, I think we're in a much better spot.
Yeah, that shit's on the chat. You guys didn't bring the juice. This one's on you.
All right. Let's do that. Wait. We got Nolan saying he knew Shea wasn't going to get that second 3.
That was so ass.
Oh, he cashed out. Oh, that was so smart. I thought about cashing out and I didn't, bro. I think I had the cash out option for 350.
Not me. I was riding. I thought he was going to hit it, dude. I thought he was inefficient shooting. So, like, he was due to just force a couple extra threes, you know? We also didn't get a chance in the fourth because they got blown out. So, here's what it is. That's the NBA.
Right. Austin, I'm going to let you go first because Bruno's going crazy right now. That usually lasts like 2 minutes.
Sounds good. All right, fellas, starting off. I got 7 spots. I really like them. CJ McCollum, the late night looks. I've been absolutely gold on posting the late night looks. So if you guys haven't been tailing those, I think I've hit like 14 of the last 17 or 18 late night looks. They've been printing. We get super good value. 7.5 RA even line was just ridiculous. The hit rate's insane. He's hitting 81% of the games. I like it at 8.5 plus money. I think you can get good value there. But 7.5 for me was just a must play. Moving on, Miles Turner, 17.5 PA. I love the matchup against Dallas. They give up a ton of points to centers. They struggle at defending the 3, and I think we see him take advantage of Derek Lively. He had 33 points last time on Lively and Dwight Powell, so really good matchup. He shot 7 3-point attempts, too, so I think at 17.5 PA, it's super likely we see good volume, and I also like that he went 6 of 17 last game. Love targeting high volume, low shooting performances. That's exactly what he just had. I think we see 12 to 14 shots, fast-paced game. Just need him to shoot efficiently. And I like the assist tagged on because he's had an assist in like 70% of the games. If we get 2, which he's had in 20 plus, we steal a ton of value. My play of the day, Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's hitting 7 of 9 games without Trey. It's kind of a system play. He went 4 for 13 in the last 2 games. Those were 2 of his misses of the 7 of 9 with Trey out. I think it's one of those spots where he's really, really good against New York. He's hitting his last 2 this season. I think 16 points is just likely, especially with them being a top 5 to the catch and shoot in the last 30 days. So that's my favorite play. I like it at 16.5 plus money, but I think you can still get 15.5 at a few places. Jamal Murray, 27.5 PA. volume play. I just, it's kind of similar to how I've been playing Darius Garland. I know he's been battling a ton of injuries. He's not really been able to have a consistent where he's playing every single game. It seems like Murray's had a bunch of just illnesses and just random little games here and there gone. But I think in this one against Suns, they're terrible against point guards. They give a ton of assists up. I just think it's a really, really good spot. And we saw him last game play 38 minutes on 23 field goal attempts. I think we see that Jamal Murray come back. So I'm staying with that. And then Jalen Suggs, 13.5 PR. It's a system play. I've played it so many times in a row. I know he's not at home, which way better hit rate, but he's still over 70% when he plays 22 minutes. Markelle Fultz also out. So huge addition there. They really only have Cole Anthony as the other guard that could take minutes. He hasn't really played that well. I think we're in line for 30 minutes from Suggs if this one stays competitive. So really, that's probably my second favorite spot right now, just with the plus money at 14.5. Now that he got bumped up one, I think it's such a good line. And then Buddy Hield, 13.5 points. Will and I just added. I'm sure he'll go over it a little bit too, but it just is one of those spots where with Tyrese Maxey out, the volume's going to be good. Sixers are absolutely decimated with a bunch of different injuries. I'm expecting him to play 35 plus minutes today. They really don't have that many other options. And a lot of his minutes he's been losing is because he's not closing the games. They do not have Maxey closing. So we were talking, it's likely going to be Buddy, Kyle Lowry, Oubre, maybe Nick Batum, and Reed, Tobias Harris. It's those six. So Buddy just has to be in that five. So I'm hoping Batum maybe isn't closing, or Oubre, depending on how Buddy's playing. If he plays like shit, he might not close. But I just think at 13.5 points with the volume, it's a really, really good spot.
Love it. I mean, yeah, that Hield Reed, it was 13.5. It opened 13.5 with Maxey. So for Maxey to be ruled out and then that line to be 13.5 made absolutely no sense. The amount of shots and usage that's going to be spread out with Maxey going down and the usage we've seen him get without Maxey already for a few games when he first got there, it just doesn't make sense for the line to be the exact same with and without Maxey out. The line's already moved a little bit. I think you mentioned that. So, yeah, I thought it just made too much sense. I'll get to my list now.
Bruno all good now?
Yeah, he was mad because the harness that he was wearing, he was like trying to bite it off and then got his mouth stuck in the harness.
Oh, jeez. He's all
But
good.
now he's trying to catch his tail. Start things off, Luka Doncic over 34.5 points. Obviously, it's a super high line, but this is Luka we're talking about, and the matchup is against the Pacers. There is not a better matchup in the NBA for high usage players than the Pacers. They don't help on the drive, and they don't cut off driving lanes. It's basically if you can beat your guy one-on-one, you have a free layup at the basket. I don't think I'd want to bet on anybody else to do that other than Luka Doncic. And if you're worried about the addition of Siakam, who's surprisingly been one of the better ISO defenders this season, he's absolutely cooked Siakam for one when they have matched up. And the other thing is, in 2 games this season, Siakam has matched up with Luka for a total of 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, Luka had 11 points. So, yeah, I'm not worried about Siakam there. Emmanuel quickly over 6.5 assists. Schroeder was traded. Scotty's out. Siakam's traded. And Bruce Brown is out too. There is nobody else on that team that is going to facilitate. Olynyk might get some work in there, but it's going to be secondary to Quickly. He had 15 potential assists 2 games ago, 16 last game. He's averaging over 75 assists per game, which would lead the NBA over the course of a whole season. Or not assists, passes per game, sorry. So 6.5 line makes little to no sense here. Darius Garland over 28.5 PA. He's hitting 12 16 games without Donovan Mitchell, and we get that drop coverage against Boston. Last game versus the Knicks, he had 19 and 5. But if you watch that game, the fact that he got 24 PA to begin with was crazy. The Knicks blitzed him and doubled him every chance they got. Boston's not going to do that. DeJounte Murray over 7.5 assists. He just continuously hits this line without Trey. His potential assists are through the roof outside of like 1 or 2 really bad games without Trey in terms of potentials to drive the average down. He's averaging like 17, 18 potential assists a game. It makes no sense for this line to exist, especially because I just mentioned the Knicks blitzing and doubling Darius Garland. That's who DeJounte Murray's playing. So if they do that same thing again, he's going to get so many assists just passing out of double teams. Buddy Hield, we already went over. CJ McCollum, it's partly matchup play, partly system play. whenever the Pelicans win, even with everybody healthy, his hit rate is in like the 70s or 80s. I can't remember the exact number. And then they don't defend the three well. His volume has actually stayed the same. Both, I know we've talked about Zion and Brandon Ingram getting more usage lately, and CJ's running more of the 2 rather than the 1. But his field goal attempt volume and his 3-point attempt volume has actually gone up. So not worried about his total usage going down when his shots are still there. And then Trey Mann under 4.5 assists. With Cody Martin out, Micic is starting, pushing Trey Mann to the 2. And when him and Micic share the court, his usage, his assist percentage, and his assists per 36 minutes rocket down. So the fact that we got a 4.5 line when he only had 6 potential assists when this happened last game, and that was against Toronto, who is one of the more favorable assist matchups in the NBA right now. Now he gets to Orlando, which is one of the least favorable assist matchups in the NBA. This is just a bad line. I think it should be probably 3.5 with like slight juice on the over, like maybe like minus 130 over 3.5. The fact that this is even at 4.5 is truly a bad line. That's everything I got.
Yeah, it moved. It's 160, minus 160 for the under now.
No way. I checked an hour ago and it was still minus 120. All right, there we go.
Definitely good, Sylvie. I think its PRA went down. Yeah, it went down to 20.5 as well. So
was there somebody that was like questionable that just got ruled in or something?
Could be Nick Richards. I know he was on the report. I haven't seen anything, but
Bagley doubtful for tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a bullshit loss yesterday for me, losing Bagley.
Obi Buffkin being out is actually good for Hield as well. It's a role player, but it's just an extra 2 minutes could make or break a play.
That's Atlanta, but that's good for Bogdan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Good for Bogdan. And
I just remember keeping an eye on that for some reason last night when I was looking at the slate. I thought it was him. Yeah, I guess people are just hammering the under. Good shit, guys. Did somebody just say Dak Prescott assists?
Someone's faded this morning.
Somebody said, what do we think about Buddy Hield 4 assists? I like it without Maxey. With Lowry coming in now, I think you're almost solely betting on vibes because we don't really have a sample size of Buddy Hield without Maxey and with Lowry.
Do we know if Brunson's in?
I don't think we do, but I can check.
Because that Josh Hart line, I know he's been crushing rebounds and shit, but he opened at 19.5 RA.
Bro, he's running the pick and roll. That's why.
19.
Like McBride's coming in for Brunson, but Hart's the one running the pick and roll.
That's just absurd. For Josh Hart, 19.5 RA. That's crazy. That's like Jokic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's the second Sabonis, Jokic, Hart. Like there's no other guys that are that type of RA.
Yeah. It's what they do with him when Brunson isn't on. They basically have him do like what Westbrook did when Westbrook was in OKC, where they want Hart to grab the rebound and then start the break immediately. Because if the center grabs it and then he has to hand it off to the guard and then they bring it up the court, then it's like, all right, you've lost like 2 or 3 seconds. The defense is set. But if Josh Hart grabs that rebound and goes, nobody's set. So, I mean, we can check without Brunson, Anunoby, and Randall.
I just saw it at 19.5 even line. I was close to hammering the under.
I took the live over on assists last game versus the Cavs because he's coming off that pick and roll and he's not even thinking about shooting the ball.
They don't even have his PRA up. Besides,
I will say I'm surprised they're not running Alec Burks more though.
Not me. They play 8. Tibbs plays 8. He doesn't.
Yeah, but I thought that was the whole reason they got Burks to begin with was like to have somebody run that second unit.
I think it's Bogdan or Bogdanovich. They're going to play Bogdanovich. They're going to probably play – who's their backup big they've been playing?
Hartenstein? Jericho Sims?
Sims, I guess. Well, because Mitchell –
I'm going to be completely honest. If Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein are healthy, Jericho Sims should not touch the floor.
He won't. But isn't Robinson out for the year?
He's like a cool player. I want him to
I thought Robinson was out for the year.
What?
I thought Mitchell was out for the year.
No, he's supposed to come out. They're like, hopefully he's coming back right before playoffs.
Well, I guarantee when Julius comes back, they're going to push Achua to the backup 5 and Sims
you think?
Yeah.
I feel like Tibbs wants to play bigger than that.
Yeah, but they're.
Like, I think he really likes having Achua as the 4 to defend your LeBrons and KDs and Giannis's.
Well, they're not going to take Randall out, bro. He's going to go back into the 4. They're not going to say Julius come off the bench.
Yeah, but I think they're more likely to have him be backup 4 and then makeshift 3.
That would be a big ass lineup. That'd be a
but Achua he's really adaptable for his size, and I think that's why Tibbs likes him so much, because he was not being used this way when he was in Toronto.
Yeah, and I mean he is 6'8". It's not like Achua's 7 foot.
Yeah. Like, he's a good size, he's athletic, he's a grinder. Like, he's a Tom Thibodeau player.
They just have too many guys. I don't think Burks cracks the rotation when they're fully healthy.
I was honestly excited because I thought in a scenario exactly like this where Brunson gets hurt and they need some guy to bring some sparks here and there off the bench, I thought that is exactly where Burks would fit in, and they're just not.
Yeah, we'll think when OG comes back, they're going to put Josh Hart to the bench.
I forgot about OG. Yeah, Achua is definitely coming off the bench. I think Achua is coming off the bench as a 4.
Achua probably is playing the 4-5. They're not going to play Sims any more minutes.
I'm thinking Mitchell Robinson's back, though.
I know, but I'm just saying if he's not, they're deep. Yeah. This Knicks team's good as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, I think the Knicks are good. I feel like they're capped.
They're
like
it's all up to Brunson though.
Yeah, but I'm saying
yeah.
Like, I think Brunson can be the best player in a series and your team still loses. I don't think that can be said about like a Giannis or a KD. Like, obviously, like, these guys are in a different tier.
Randall's playing good ball, bro. Randall, like, his numbers aren't that bad, dude. Like, if he's playing,
he never does it when it's time, though.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, just on paper, if he's playing his best with OG, with Josh Hart, with Robinson, with Hartenstein off the bench, like with Bogdanovich off the bench, they're fucking good, man.
No, I think the East is probably everybody's gonna say Boston. But I still think the East is probably as wide open as it's ever been.
No, I would agree, but
I think probably 1 through 6 could win, but I think 7 and 8 easily could upset any 1 and 2 seed. Like, you get Pacers as a 7 seed, like, you don't want that.
Fair.
If Miami Heat, I don't know if Miami Heat's gonna be like the 6 or like 7, 8, but like they're always gonna be one of those teams. I think the Eastern Conference could get really murky come playoff time.
It really could.
Especially if Embiid comes back and the Sixers are like a 6 or 7 seed, bro. Like, that whole thing's going to be so messed up.
Yeah, that would actually be nuts. I hope he does, but I don't think Embiid comes back. I think he's done for the year.
They need to add a couple of teams into the league, dude. You can't have teams like the Warriors as like a 9 seed getting knocked out.
Yeah, honestly, but they just lost by 70. They don't really deserve to be in the playoffs, in my opinion.
That was so bad.
They're not going to make any noise. I don't need to see another shitty team just get bumped, you know? But
yeah,
let's keep it moving.
All right, let's get to the slate. Magic Hornets. I'm not confident enough to put anything from the ladder in there. You like Suggs. I like Trey Man unders. Both lines have moved. I think we can move past it.
Fair. I think that's how
Cavs.
This game is going to be a blowout.
Cavs Celtics.
Yeah, I don't think Cavs keep it close personally.
I think if one of Porzingis, because they're both questionable right now, if one of Porzingis or Brown is out, I think suddenly the matchups become way more favorable for the Cavs than if they're both playing.
Yeah,
because I'm looking right now and I'm like, okay, if Mobley defends Jaylen Brown like they have done in the past, then that means you're either putting Sam Morril or Darius Garland on Drew Holiday and Derek White. One of them's going to get burned. If Sam Morril doesn't start, then you're either bringing Karis LeVert off the bench, Niang, who just has not been good, and Dean Wade just doesn't fit this matchup offensively. But if Jaylen Brown's out, you can suddenly move Mobley to Tatum and Okoro to Derek White or Drew Holiday. I think everything changes.
Yeah, but I don't think we risk that all on the ladder.
No, we wouldn't. Yeah. But I did want to touch on, because I know a lot of people are taking Jaylen Brown overs today. If Porzingis is in and Mobley does end up defending Jaylen Brown, he's going to go under. Like, Evan Mobley is one of is probably he's one of the top, I'd say, 10 defenders in the league that isn't treated as a top 10 defender just because he's a little bit more quiet. But I mean, we've seen him lock up other players in like that Jaylen Brown tier, like Julius Randle and stuff like that. I just think Jaylen Brown is not going to be able to get to the rim on Mobley, and I don't think he shoots the 3 back-to-back games like he did versus the Warriors.
That's why I kind of like his that's why I didn't play his overs, to be honest. I know it's a popular play. I just don't think he shoots it like that. However, you could say the other is like the Warriors were begging him to shoot it. They were being like disrespectful as shit. You know, like Draymond was an idiot for not even contesting because that literally just flipped a switch. Like that first one where he just turned his back and walked away. Like, let's not act like Jaylen Brown can't shoot the 3. You know,
that was definitely the intent was definitely more mental than it was like tactical.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Let's not act like he's incapable of shooting an open 3 because like it's not like it's Westbrook a couple years ago. You know.
I like the way Nolan thinks.
But let's freaking keep it moving. Let's get this ladder going because it's already 1:30.
Let's do it.
Let's find
spots. Nets, Sixers, we can move. Pistons, Heat, I think we can move. Hawks, Knicks, I would put DeJounte assists in there.
See, I feel like we're getting burned left and right by assists, PAs, all that shit. I feel like we need to go points personally, but just bucket getters.
You think? I feel like we're usually more sharp on assists. Like we can't get.
I feel like
what's more likely? We have a guy like Tyus Jones where he gets 6 assists on 19 potential, or a guy shoots 30% from the field. I feel like it's more the 30%. Like had DeRozan missed yesterday and he didn't have 25 points in the second half or whatever it was, you wouldn't be saying this right now.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing if DeRozan didn't shoot one shot, he would have had 50 yesterday in the first half. You know, like
but then
DeRozan shooting one field goal attempt. You know, I feel like it goes both ways. But I agree. I'm not saying like we should have played DeRozan yesterday. I'm just saying I've always disliked assist props. You know that. I'm trying to grow on them. But that type of stuff yesterday where you can get 6 on 19 is just what makes me dislike it, you know?
Bro, I can put it on the screen. Can I? No, I don't think I can. The assist props, the ones with at least a 2-point difference on their projections are hitting at a 61% rate since February 1st.
No, they've definitely been green, and I obviously play some assist props. I'm not saying I'm not gonna, but I don't know.
All right, let's keep it moving. Raptors, Pelicans. I'm on CJ points. You're on RA. I'm also on quickly assists. Let's see if that line's even still.
I was gonna say I love quickly. I just feel like everyone's bumped his shit up.
Yeah, he's plus 105 at 7.5 now. Honestly, I'm surprised he's not juiced over 7.5. We talked about Olynyk a little bit earlier today. I don't know how much I want to trust Olynyk, but I do like the play.
Yeah, same. I kind of agree. It was one I wanted to have some action on, but I just don't know how much I can trust Kelly.
I'm not willing to put my foot on the table for CJ, even though I do like the play, obviously.
Same. I agree on that.
Spurs, Rockets, anything there? No.
No, not until the Wemby news comes out.
Yeah. Mavs, Pacers.
I feel like we could play something in this game.
Yeah. I wish if Luke was at like a 32.5, I'd say him. 34.5.
Man. What's crazy is he's gonna be right around 35 points today. Like,
bro, last time he had 20 in the first half, and then they just got blown out in the second half. But like, damn, that's so tempting.
Miles Turner's getting some good late CLV. It hadn't moved all day. I kind of liked it. It is now. I like Turner. I had minus 115 at 17.5. It's 140 now, but I'm sure we can find a better line.
No, it's minus 140 at 16.5.
PA.
Oh, PA. That makes a lot more sense.
It's a 250 total. He should be able to get an assist, you know?
Yeah. Put that in.
Could be.
Would you rather play Turner or Luka?
I like both, but I will say Luca at 35 is like one of those where it's like, damn, like it
Yeah.
it should hit. I would not be taking his under, but what about his under 10.5 assists? I know that's been popular.
Oh, Model loves that one. Doesn't let me see if I can get it here. Minus 180.
Christ,
I know.
180, huh?
Let's move. Suns Nuggets. That's the last one of the day.
You got anything in this one?
I was thinking about Bradley Beal. I thought about it heavy. Even his assist, move 4.5. What?
What's his PA?
Probably 22.5.
I was gonna say I like his points and assists a little bit. He's got to play big minutes, even though I know he's returning from injury. I feel like he gets 30.
No, he got 34 last game.
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs at least 30. No Booker too.
So in 5 games that book, he's at 37, 37, 20, 26, and 17. In the 17, he only played 24 minutes. If he plays 30 minutes, he's probably going over. In the 20, he shot 6 of 17. If we want to look at his per 36 stats with Durant on and Booker off, if I can find it. Booker off.
Beal didn't make your full list, gang.
What?
How come Beal didn't make your full list?
I still might be adding it.
Okay. I was gonna say because I like Beal today.
I haven't just entirely decided. I do like it though. I can't tell if I'm being square if it's actually the right play. He's averaging 23 and 5 per 36 minutes with Durant on and Booker off. If we check their rotation, he's getting half his minutes are without KD, or 2/3 of his minutes are without KD. So we can check without Durant on the floor too. Whoa. Without Durant, 34 and 6.5.
Small sample size.
Yeah.
No, I mean I like the matchup. I just like the pace of this game. Like I think it's gonna probably go over the what was it, 2? Where's this game? 223.5. I kind of like that over too. I think this game's gonna be a little faster pace. It's just whether or not Phoenix keeps it close.
I do like this Denver minus 8.5 is the issue.
So you do. I kind of like Phoenix to keep it close. I don't know if I would take them to cover, but I think
I saw a system. I almost posted it last night where it was like the Nuggets at home when the opponent is playing their 4th game in 3 days. It's like it's a smaller sample size. I think it's like 20 games or something, but the hit rate's kind of crazy on it. So I don't know. I think that was the other reason that I'm kind of iffy on Beal.
Oh, I thought it was the PTSD from when we took him and he played 4 minutes. And
no, but that was annoying. Oh shit! Would you slap quickly under 20.5 points if I wasn't on his assist? Oh, he would. Yeah, the model liked me and Bam's model line up a lot for anybody who follows both of us. But yeah, the model agrees with that as well.
We could always go square with Jimmy Butler.
Assists or PA?
That dude's playing like freaking prime Michael J.
Yeah, but is that game going to be a blowout? I think the Pistons have actually been like decent since the trades.
They've been covering spreads, bro.
Where's StatMuse?
I feel like they've played better ball since adding good old Evan Fournier.
So they got blown up by Orlando, but kept it close. Cavs kept it close with Chicago, close Knicks, close Orlando. 14 isn't a blowout, but it's not close. I don't know what you want to call that. Same with 16, 14, 6. So like but all these games,
those are close enough where the starters will still.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. Like anything within 15 is like fine.
Right.
So they've been.
It's not like they're getting dog walked by 40 where your starters are done by the fourth quarter or third quarter.
And like we can check since the trade 1, 2, 3 or 1 and 3. I think there was some stat that like near 500 against the spread. But yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could do Jimmy.
I mean, we don't have to.
Yeah, I feel like that's one where we're like neither of us even really liked it all day, and then now we're just like, oh, we're at the end of the slate and we don't have plays for the ladder yet. I'm telling you, I think DeJounte assists is one of the better plays because I think the hit rate's there, the film is there, and the stats are there.
8.5 though.
8. There's like 3 books with it at -140. We could get it at.
Okay. I mean, I guess it fits Bogdan for me. I like Bogdan. I'm gonna need a few assists probably from Murray to cover.
I like 2.5 assists from Bogdan. I could go PA for Bogdan.
Bogdan.
Bogdan, whatever, Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
But I could go PA for him. Oh,
and it's the I know they're not brothers. They're not even from the same country. But it's the battle of the Bogdanoviches today.
Battle of the Bogs. We should make a Bog card.
I don't think Bojan has props. I was trying to do that.
Oh, he doesn't. What the hell?
No, I don't think Bojan has any props.
That's soft. I think even Chenja is 4.5 threes, bro. What is this, man? Steph Curry? Jesus.
He has been ripping threes.
I know. He's been literally every time he touches the ball, it's a corner 3. We could go Bogdan threes. What's the line at?
Juice as fuck.
-160. Who posted him at minus? Somebody posted him at like -125 earlier.
No idea. I haven't seen his threes much, but
let's see. God, I wish we could. I wonder what the juice is on quickly assist now. Because I wish we could run that one. That one's free. Quickly, where are you? -165. That's not horrible.
Yeah, honestly, that's not horrible.
Any other thing that we could put on this to discuss? We already have Turner on. I put Garland as my smash play, dude. I honestly think it's one of the better plays on the board. It's 28.5 here or no?
I just with how I just saw them clamp up Curry, like I don't think
did they though?
No.
Did they though?
Curry was those were tough looks. Those were not open looks. Those were off-screen chuck-ups every single time. Like I was watching it. Yeah, Curry shot like shit, and he usually makes those, but I don't know.
I only watched the first quarter before I had to leave the house, but Curry was missing looks that we were expecting him to get. So maybe second quarter was a different story, but I thought he should have had like 9 in the first quarter.
I'm a Garland believer. You know that. I am a Garland believer. I had a bad feel with this matchup. I can't lie. Like, I know Boston against guards have been over. Like, I know Brunson had a really good game. This is a true like matchup for Garland where it's like, okay, he's back if he comes out and balls out in this one.
Yeah. You know? He does well versus Boston historically. We can pull it up. Like all these last 5 are with Mitchell. He had 41, 38, 29, 33, and 22 on 8 of 19 shooting.
Yeah.
And then good. Without Mitchell, we're looking at 34, 19, 28, 31. And then obviously this is when he was bad.
Yeah, when he was not there.
Yeah. When reporters were like, how did Darius Garland make it to the NBA? Like Cavs reporters were literally writing articles and be like, why is he in the NBA? And he was like a 5th overall pick.
Yeah, it was fucking disrespectful. I wish him and Sexton would have worked out.
Yeah. I mean, I still think they did. I think it was just like when you got a chance to go get a guy like Donovan Mitchell, you can't miss on it just because you like.
Just imagine though. Imagine their team if they had Sexton, Lowry, freaking
Lowry.
Lauri Markkanen.
Oh,
They had Darius, Sexton, Laurie. Like that could be a kind of a fun roster.
I mean, that's basically what Utah is, but with Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench instead of starting.
Garland's better than all those guys though. But
Yeah.
it
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
And I'm talking if Sexton actually got 30 minutes a night.
Bro, you see what he did last night when he got 30 minutes?
That's what I'm saying. We've been saying that all season long. When he gets his minutes, it's like, oh wow.
At 29 and 7, bro, in 34 minutes. Like, what are we talking about? People really don't think that Colin Sexton is the best guy on this team. Colin Sexton is probably the best guy on any non-playoff team right now.
What's crazy too, if you look at his logs, he's always efficient. Like obviously he has a few games, like where but like when he shoots 18 shots, he's usually 11 for 18. Like,
no, that's probably been the biggest difference this season. Or two things. One, his composure to just like know when to stop and take a floater or a pull up instead of just rocketing to the rim. And two, like he was not able to shoot from distance like he has been. It's actually been nuts. His points per 36 minutes, 31, 21, 22, 27, 21, 20. Like he's not having off nights. He's either having normal nights or good nights. He's not having bad nights. It's actually ridiculous.
He's been absolutely like efficient as hell this year, I think. But
it's been so fun to watch.
What all right, let's get this ladder down. We're just extending people.
All right, so we got, you want to look at anything other than these four?
Honestly, I think we already did. Like I think we know a lot of our spots.
You don't want to try and get, what's Garland 20 points at instead of 22?
I just think that's a high line.
Minus 200.
In what could be a blowout. But
fair. All right. I think we probably have to get rid of one of these between DeJounte and Quickly. Which one would you rather play?
Probably Quickly. Better paced game. Higher, like I think he's gonna have more usage, even though DeJounte is gonna have crazy usage. I just don't think Toronto has anyone else to steal assists.
Fair enough. All right.
Don't you? Like Quickly is gonna have the ball every single possession.
Yeah. Turner and Beal I'm kind of split on because neither of them, at least as of now, have been on my official list. I never feel ideal about Turner because the thing that always scares me about the Pacers offense is like it's going to be whoever Hallie wants to pass to rather than it just being like, oh, this guy has the better matchup. He's going to get the ball.
I'm confident as hell in Miles Turner. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm like 7-1 or 7-2. I might be like 8-1, 8-2 with Miles Turner this year. I've been really good with picking his spots. They allow the second most 3-point makes, ton of points. The hit rate's not going to be like the craziest thing, but you also got to check minutes. I think his floor is 27 to 28 minutes. He's getting decent minutes when it's not blowouts. They've had a lot of blowouts. I love that he's missed 4 straight. That was also I think when lines go above where he's been at, it's usually pretty telling. I think a good shooting night is coming. He went 6 of 17 and finished with 16 points. He's going to shoot efficient today.
You know
what he's done against Lively and Powell the last 2 games.
Powell? Who gives a fuck about Powell?
Well, that's the only other backup big they might throw at him.
Gafford.
Oh, yeah, lunch meat too.
Bro, what? Yeah. Gafford is a good.
No, he isn't. He's fine. Versus come on, man. Gafford's getting overhyped. He's undersized too.
Bro, Gafford is a great defender. What is that?
I've never bought into the Gafford defense hype.
I always thought it was his offense is super mid. His defense is great. I thought his defense was blown by because he was on the fucking Wizards of all teams. But he's a great defender.
Yeah, I'm not sold on him, but they're going to play him 18 minutes, 15 minutes, so.
So he said chill on Gafford.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think he's saying that to you.
I'm not hating on him. I think he's a fine player, but there's a reason they're starting Lively over him still. Like,
Well, he's been there.
so what? This team's trying to win it, like win now. Not
Yeah, but it helps the flow of the team. It's not like they were shit before he showed up.
Let's not play him then. I know how you feel with
No,
Miles.
this has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with the play. I'm just talking about Gafford now.
See, like I'm trying to get us done with the ladder. We're just talking ball extending these people. I like Miles Turner. We do not have to play him. I think he's going to cover the line, so I played him today. If you don't like him, let's play something else.
It's not that I don't like him. I just never have a read on Turner. Can we is he even playable with quickly? What odds does that give us? Plus 179. We can mix in a money line in there if we need to.
I think it's going to be hard to find a one. Yeah, I guess. I was going to say a 165 is going to be hard to find if we don't sprinkle a money line.
We usually have to find like a minus 120, which is what Beal was, which is why I was saying that. Should we ask the chat then between Turner and Beal?
Yeah, and I would say our money line probably will have to be Miami. Or the Pels versus the Raptors. I don't know.
Not on the road though.
Orlando.
Yeah, I could get behind Orlando because I think I was thinking about their spread earlier. Nugs at home.
That Suns team's good enough though.
Yeah,
they got enough. I would feel better backing the Magic rather than the Suns, or rather than
Brooklyn Nets at home, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put in the chat between Turner and Beal. So Turner or Beal, I'm gonna type. Nobody type anything yet. I'm gonna comment, and then as soon as everything after that gets counted. So 3, 2, 1, and it's loading. All right, we're good. Everything after this counts as a vote. Let's see. We got 1 Turner, 2 Turner, 2-1 on Beal, 3-1 Turner.
Allie getting votes.
3-2, 3-3, 4-3 Turner, 4-4, 5-4 Beal, 6-4, 6-5, 7-5, 7-6. I'm going to assume this is Turner, 7-7. That is a weird profile picture, buddy. 8-7, 8-8, 9-8 Turner, 10-8 Turner, 11-8, 12-8, 13-8. Big run by Turner.
People are crazy, man.
13-9, 13-10, 14-10, 15-10, 16-10. He's running away. 17-10. All right, Turner it is. This shit better not miss, guys. See, this is fun because then we just get to blame the chat.
Have them take the heat.
Bro, I did that one time as a joke and everybody got pissed. They're like, oh, so you don't even give your own analysis? You just expect us to make the plays for you? I was like, obviously not. We got Chase in here. Chase's vote counts as 15. Chase, you want Turner, Miles Turner PA or Beal PA? Wait, what's gone? One of these gone on Prize Picks? Is that what he's saying? Chase said Turner over Beal. All right. The vote ends as like 35-10 then. We need a money line. I think.
Don't you think Orlando? Or do you
what?
think you think Miami?
I feel like we have to.
How does Orlando with Trey Mann, Michik, Miller, Bridges, and maybe Richards beat Orlando?
I just know Orlando home versus away this season.
Miami can't lose to Detroit though, right?
No, they can't. Butler talking all this shit just to lose at home to Detroit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, if they lose at home, that's fucking wild.
Let's see.
And it's supposed to be playoff Butler. Like, come on.
With Butler and with Adebayo.
Yeah, that DeRozan cover last night.
Oh, well, look at that. They've never lost to Detroit with Butler and Adebayo.
You like Celtics money line?
I don't. No bias at all. All right. Do we want to? Can we like buy a Miles Turner PA or something? Because this is plus 222.
Oh, if we could get Turner at 16.5.
I don't think we can do it for PA, but I think we can buy 15 points if you wanted to do that.
I like that too. I mean, it's a 250 total, man. Like, points are going to have to be scored. Turner's got the advantage on offense. He can extend the floor. If he shoots the three well, he's going to score. If he shoots the three like shit, he's going to miss.
How is Turner 15 plus minus 205 when 16.5 is basically even?
Because it's the DK odds.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Let's check FanDuel.
Here, I'm going to fill my
login.
I'll be right back.
Got you. I'll take a look at this. I don't think we can get alt PA, but we can check 15 plus. It should be. Why did we come to the conclusion on Miles Turner on this board? I don't know whether. Didn't you just vote for Miles Turner, Chase? What do you mean? What kind of question is that? Miles Turner 15 plus is minus 210 here. Good Lord. What's going on? This line is moving. Yeah, we can't get alt PA for Turner. That's annoying. Sorry about that. All right, let me make myself the big screen until Austin gets back. Welcome, everybody. Chase, I said Garland. I tried to put my foot down, but Austin thinks it's going to be a blowout, so I can't argue with him. It's got to be a team decision, because Lord knows Austin saved the ladder challenge with some of his calls just as many times as I have. Yeah, I don't think we might just have to do plus 222 on this one for Turner, because we can't get 15 points. 17.5 is already juiced. We can get a couple points on Miami or something. I get like Miami plus 2.5. New to parlay play, can you take money lines there? You cannot, unfortunately. That would be pretty nice, though, wouldn't it? But yeah, I don't think you can take money line on any DFS apps for what it's worth. Can I even take Heat plus? I can't even take Heat as a dog, or not a dog, but at plus spread. We could go healed. I'll ask Austin before we lock this in, but I think this is the only book. Let's see what the odds are on FanDuel for Miles Turner PA. Does he even have PA? No, he doesn't even have PA on this. Buy points on Luka instead of Turner. Austin, we got a lot of suggestions coming in the chat.
What do we got?
5 points on Luka instead of Turner. Take alt on Beal. We can't get an alt line for Turner that's playable.
How much?
Buddy healed.
How much points can we actually buy on Luka though? Buddy would have been super nice. I just think at 15.5, it's lost all its
15.5 now?
Yeah, I think it's lost all.
Good Lord. Let's see how many points we can buy. I assume we can buy like 2, maybe 1 point on Luka, 2 points. Luka is minus 120 now. Where are you, Luka Doncic?
What do you think of that Herb Jones play?
We can get Luka at 32.5. Dude, I didn't understand what you told me. You're like, he's over in 7 of 8 games in 28 minutes.
Go to Herb Jones at 10.5. That hit rate was looking crazy. I didn't play it because it just felt like it was like too much different shit. But look at it on the season and put his minutes up to 28.
Yeah, but why are we so certain he's getting 28 minutes? That's what's not making sense to me.
But look at him as recent. And then, like, I don't know. He's just been soaring recently. And then
he's been good recently.
Check with all the fellas, like the whole lineup. Just check his numbers with all the boys.
And where's CJ?
Add Jonas in there.
6 of 11.
Get rid of the minutes. There's something I did. Okay, that's not what we want then. I obviously didn't play it, but there was a hit rate on there that looked crazy.
Wasn't wins. Away games?
I'll play around with it. I'll find it. I was texting A1 and I were texting about it yesterday.
You texted me too.
I know.
Here's what made me laugh when you were like, you said he's over in 7 of 8 games with 28 minutes, and then I said, why do you think he gets 28 minutes? And you're like, he does it every game. I was like, well, no, you just told me there's only been 8 games.
Yeah, that was bad, but that was
made me laugh though.
Yeah, that was the liquid courage last night.
By the way, since I know you're asking, we can get Luka at 32.5. You can check the hit rate on that with Kyrie at 32.5. 18 of 34 in the season. If he plays 30 or more minutes, 17 of 31. At home, 9 of 16. More recently, so that would be 7 of 11. Home wins. 7. I remember last year there was a system for Luka and home wins. It was like PRA was like free. Like the hit rate was actually crazy. Let's see if that still exists. Does not. 8 of 15. Not as nice. Luka 40 for the lotto. Yeah, we can save Luka for the lotto. I think that's a good call.
I think we can just tell the ladder is not a super confident ladder day.
Hey, but that's think about it. The ones we've been the most confident on are the ones that have been missing. Like yesterday, I felt great about the one yesterday.
Yeah, see, I didn't. I never feel good about assist props. The whole time I'm just sitting there like, something feels off. That's just how I feel. I don't know.
Well, who would we go with instead of Quickly here? Beal?
No, I'm in for Quickly. I wanted to play Quickly as an official play. I'm just saying, like, when it's not like the certain ones, I just feel like super like,
Yeah.
But Quickly,
there's certain periods of like, there's like week-long periods, and it always happens to me when I have my hot and cold streaks, where it's less about like how sharp the reads are, and it's more about just like there's spans where there's just way more favorable matchups than others. Right. I think.
I agree.
Like,
well, I think we just pick one of the ones off our list. We're at 53 minutes. We're just
this is plus 222 right now. Do we want to just take this and then have an extra 5 to play with tomorrow? Or would we rather?
I think that's our thing.
What do you mean?
That's our play right there.
Okay. I just realized there's something I didn't even check.
If you don't like Turner, I'm cool playing elsewhere. Like I'm making.
We're stupid. Would you rather have Turner at 15.5 points or Turner at 17.5 PA with?
Then we don't have to bank on 2 assists.
Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Let's do that. Yeah,
16. If you're on book or if you're on DFS, obviously Quickly at 7.0 and Turner at 16.5 is the way to go.
Perfect.
All right, let me log in and lock this for us then. Do you have your fuck it play of the day?
I don't have one today. I've already posted 7 plays. I guess my fuck it play of the day would be Kelly Olynyk. 11.5.
Yeah, that's one.
I was gonna say
it's not Herb Jones.
Yeah, he's gonna score 11 points today. You best believe. Just like just like Chris Murray did yesterday.
All right, locked in on DK. And let's go to Bet365. Any injury news we can attack?
That's what I was waiting for. I'm not seeing anything crazy yet.
I
want another one of those like Garland or John Collins type injuries.
I know. Dude, I thought it was hilarious that Keontae George played like 6 minutes and he was like, yeah, I'm not playing.
It's kind of fucked up that they can do that.
Oh, I know.
An illness. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, it didn't really make a difference for the Texan play because he already had 11, like 8 minutes into the game.
No,
But it
I
was
know.
just
Like, if you had Keontae George props, you're like, at least just sit out,
yeah. Oh, people were so mad. Boston and Cleveland. I feel like Garland 4 threes has to be in there.
I rock with that. I think Buddy Hield's threes are good today, too.
Is this going to be a 2 lotto type of day?
Could be. I like Buddy Hield 3.5 threes. That plus check.
Where's Buddy Hield 4 threes plus 115? That puts it plus 1438. Who else could be? DeJounte double is good. I threw half a unit on that. Is there really any other lotto spots? Maybe Beal for 20. I feel like is very reasonable for a lotto.
Definitely, especially with I agree. Especially with book out.
We need a role player in the mix. Fontecchio.
Could be a good day for Lonnie Walker to score 10 points on a back-to-back.
Damn, Bruno. What's the matter with you? I could get behind Lonnie Walker.
I don't know. It's gross, but like he shoots.
We have so many options in here so far. 2, 3, 4, 5. Which was the one that I just clicked on and I didn't go through with?
People are asking if you're gonna post the ladder challenge and what it is. People are saying show the screen.
Oh, yeah. Cash out suspended already. Nice. Quickly, 6.5 assists. Turner, 15.5 points. Heat money line. I should have checked FanDuel to see if they have better odds. I'm an idiot.
Well, it's only $20 left. I mean, you could check it.
Yeah. I could also just place it again. No, it's going to be worse odds here. Unless Quickly's that much different. Quickly 4-7. Yeah, it's not going to be better odds here. I feel like Olynyk for 7 assists is also.
I love that.
Bro, there's so many spots you can put in here.
Let's make 2.
Olynyk might be stretching it. 7's a lot.
Do a Linux normal, just PA then. Let's just play that. Because he can bail it. That has 2 ways out.
Yeah.
Because I liked his 11.5 points. I think it's 16.5, 17.5 maybe.
Do they even have PA as an option here? Am I tripping?
They do on DK, but it doesn't look like on there.
That's annoying. What about PRA? Wow, Olynyk just doesn't exist on Bet365, I guess. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird. What the hell?
The odds on parlays for 365 is so much better than any other thing.
All right. Well,
who's going to hit the first 3 in the Celtics-Cavs game? If Sam Morril starts, it's going to be him. I have like 0 doubt about that. Why did Quickly and Olynyk get pulled? Was there news? I don't think there was any news. Isaiah Thomas to join the Jazz. G League affiliate team. Jaren Jackson questionable. Andrew Wiggins will play. Yeah, nothing changed. I don't know why they got pulled from the board. Maybe no, I don't know. Oh, Fontecchio was the one that I didn't select. What's his threes and what's his points? We got Fontecchio, minus 190 for 2 threes, plus 160 for 3 threes. Let's check this. So when he gets 15 points, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. So 15 points would be better than actually against the Heat. 3 threes might be better. Austin, would you rather have 3 threes or 15 points for Fontecchio?
3 threes. I think he gets 15 off 3 threes.
All right, here's the 6 then. Do we want to make 2 lottos or just narrow this down to 3?
I say we just do one lotto.
All right.
Try to hit one. Find the ones we like the most.
All right, here's the rule. Star player, role player, and the third one, we can do whatever.
Okay, so
So
the 2 role players are Lonnie and Simone. I'd say.
Lonnie, Simone, and I'd say Buddy's a role player.
I would say Buddy Threes is my favorite then out of those.
All right, Buddy Threes is in.
It correlates.
Star
with
players, Luka, Garland, or Beal. Beal's probably the best value there.
Yeah, I agree. Garland's payout's just nice, or Luka's payout 220 is just nice.
Yeah. But the difference between 35 and 40 is low-key a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like we can check he's had 25 games hitting 35, and then he's had 13 games where he's fallen in between 35 and 40.
Yeah. Well,
Garland 4 threes.
Garland's been shooting it well.
I know. 4 threes low-key a lot for him. Because that mid-range pull-up could be there in this game. This season. 5 of 8, 8 of 12, 2 of 6, 3 of 5. Maybe not Garland for 4 threes then. So I'll remove Garland. I already have big units on him anyways. Somebody said, or Chase is saying Lonnie's questionable, so probably get him out of there.
Yeah, let's not fish around with that.
So we're choosing between we need 2 between Luka, Beal, and Fontecchio. Feel like we get rid of Luka.
You trust
I feel like I want to play Luka. What?
You trust Simone to go get it done?
I like the fact that it's against Miami and they're gonna force the ball out of what's his face's hands.
Fair.
Cade.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And like we can look 2 of 5, 1 of 3. That's 3+ actually a lot.
He just doesn't get guaranteed.
Oh, wait. Quentin Grimes. Is Quentin Grimes out? That would be huge. But Isaiah Stewart might get minutes.
They just have way too many guys.
Yeah, Fournier, Sasser. Damn.
But we gotta make our mind up, gang.
I know. All right, I'm taking Fontecchio out. I'd be so pissed if he chalks it for us. 1482. Not bad. We like that.
Can Luka go drop 40 on these guys? Come on.
That'd be awesome. All right, I'm locking in. 50 to win. 790. That's the lotto. That's the ladder. For those who are on TikTok, quickly 7 assists. Miles Turner 16 points. Miami Heat money line is the ladder. If you're on DFS, go quickly and Turner points at their normal lines. For the lotto, Luka 40 ball, Buddy Hield 4 threes, and Bradley Beal 20 points. $50 to win 800. Let's get it. If you're not on Pickett, make sure you do that. We got both our codes going across the bottom here. It's a bet tracking app. It syncs with all your betting apps, Prize Picks, DraftKings, all that stuff, and tells you wins and losses. And they also have a live feed where you can follow and see all of me and Austin's posts. Other than that, good luck today. Austin, pleasure as always, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you, my man. Run hot.